Well, as you can tell by my hair, I'm a cyclist. I ride my bike around the city. But now when it's this cold, I'm not crazy. Jesus, I only own like 1-2 face masks. This is like a 3-4 face mask day. When it's this cold, I ride the L. I love riding the L. I love riding the L because it makes me realize, oh, I'm doing all right. Wearing my pants on my legs. Great. So he's now wearing her pants on her legs. I'm not covered in food or urine. Much. Sure, a little bit. Sure. My favorite announcement on the L, the thing that really gets me through all of my train rides, is this one. There's no yeah, do you knew it? Just give it some skin.
No gambling.
There's no gambling or soliciting on CTA vehicles. I love it. Do you love it?
Yeah, I will gamble.
Right, it's a who gamble. It always makes me imagine that at the next stop, the doors are gonna go over, and a guy's gonna come on with like a roulette wheel and show me. It's like, luck be a lady, walking tonight, here, blow on these, snake eyes. I always think that's maybe what's gonna happen. It never happens, what the crap. But recently, that announcement came on, and I turned to the person I went and I said, oh, it's my favorite L announcement. And the guy at the adjacent pole said this. They didn't say anything about prostitution. I was like, actually, I think that's covered under soliciting. Or, judging by the looks of you, definitely gambling. I don't want to go to your basement. I am attached to my nail beds. You watch enough Law and Order SVU, you start considering your nail beds. You know what I mean? I usually feel very safe walking around the city as a woman, but I will tell you a time that I do not feel safe when I'm catcalled. That genuinely scares me. And people are always like, what do you mean when you say catcalled? Define that. And I'll tell you, to be catcalled, that's when somebody tries to convince you to enter into a romantic relationship with them by terrifying you. And I find that the catcallers usually come in two different types of cars. Like, they either are in cars that are very low, like the lowest car, you know? Or like a huge SUV that's been hit a little bit everywhere. You know, how did you get in that many small accidents? And oftentimes, when people catcall, they'll just say something like disturbing and disgusting, like, you know, it's like, put your hoodie in my mouth, and you're like, I don't even, what? Like... But recently, I had the experience of encountering a nerdy catcaller. Oh, baby. First of all, they were driving a Volvo station wagon. All right, okay. Second of all, they were wearing ties. They looked like they were in the middle of game night, and they were like, I've had it with this Scrabble. Who wants to go get Frosties? And then they ran into me on the way to Wendy's. And they rolled out their window, and this is what they yelled out. This is their cat. They yelled out, I like you for you! Which is awesome. But I am used to a more aggressive cat call, so I yelled back, you are a nutsack! Looking back at it, it seems like too much. The guy should have yelled, you can't know that! Come to a show! You know, and they just fired him. 2 for 1! Get the Frosties with the mix-ins! These are delicious. Delicious. Well, I had an awesome experience with a stranger recently. Because I love interacting with strangers who don't seem to... Alright, so I'm walking down Belmont Avenue, very busy street, late at night, outside a Berlin nightclub. Anybody here ever been past Berlin or inside of it? Yeah, crazy, rowdy place, full of drugs and shenanigans and glitter. And that's great. That's a great place. I was walking past there right at closing time, right? And so I saw a dude, he crested in the doorframe for a moment. And then he looked to his right, and then he looked to his left, and then he fell directly on his face. Right, which would seem funny, except that he knocked himself out cold. And he started bleeding from the head. He had broken his own glasses. And the people exiting Berlin were so messed up that they were just stepping over the body going like, oh man, if only I had a device to use to call for help for this guy. Hello, pizza? Like they couldn't figure out what to do. But I was sober, you know? So I decided to call 911, right? And I was with my girlfriend. I say that because at that exact moment when we're standing there waiting for the police to arrive, a dude skates up on his skateboard. Improbable. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're on Belmont Avenue. It's cold. Fair, sir, fair. He walks over to us and he pops his board like this. And then he looks at me and he goes, I think I saw what just happened here. Did you call 911 for a stranger? I said, yeah. He goes, you're a good person. I'm like, all right. He goes, is that your girlfriend over there? I said, yeah. He goes, right. So do you think the three of us could, thus propositioning us for a threesome? Now, as a group, I would like all of us to take a moment and applaud this man's sense of timing. Because I like to think he was just rolling up on his board like, wait, let me see what's going on here. 2 lesbians in a committed relationship and a guy bleeding out on the sidewalk? Now's my moment! I want to get this done! Are we on a busy street? Are we in a public place? How many body fluids from strangers are involved? A lot? Great! Will the police arrive at any moment? Is it freezing? Perfect! Even if we had said yes, because we were good people. How was he going to get us out of there? He was on a skateboard. Like, did he think I was going to be like, you, on his shoulders, I'll ride in the front, let's go! We did it. Totally did it. That's all it takes to turn a... That's all it takes to turn a couple of girls. You just gotta surprise them. That's all it takes. True words have never been spoken. Do you turn to your buddy and go, that's true? Why did you say that? What? Oh, you wonder if it's true? Yeah. You wonder if it's true? Look me in my eyes. It's not true. I know. Well, that's good, actually. This is what let me just say this to all straight men in the audience. This is not true. It's not true. Stop. The end of this. Boo! Boo you! You have 1 million women at your fucking feet! I have 10% of women! Leave that to me! Also, what about this is the package you want anyway? I am specifically grooming myself for